All right, welcome. Today, we are going to deconstruct something truly fascinating. We're looking at a book that makes this absolutely incredible claim, that just by understanding its cover, front and back, a person can actually achieve enlightenment. So how on earth could a few paragraphs in a picture possibly do that? Well, let's dive in and dissect the anatomy of this really powerful narrative.
So everything we're talking about today really boils down to this one provocative question. Can a story, just a specific sequence of words and images, fundamentally change who you are? Can it convince you that you're not just you, but you're actually a king in disguise? Let's find out.
Okay, so the whole journey kicks off the very moment you see the book. The claim here is that this cover isn't just pretty decoration. Nope. It's an engineered experience. It's designed to start shifting your consciousness from the very first glance.
The first step is absolutely crucial. It immediately rips you out of your everyday reality. Forget about your morning coffee, your to-do list, all of it. The narrative's goal is to set this grand, divine stage, making you feel like you're part of something way, way bigger than your own life.
So the cover is really working on two levels here. First, visually, you've got this swirling galaxy right in the middle that just pulls you into the vastness of space. And it's framed by these ornate borders that basically scream, this is sacred and this is important. And then the text just drops the core message right on you. A divine rescue mission is happening, and it's being led by the highest being you can possibly imagine.
This one sentence, wow. It lays out the entire cosmic drama. This is a top-down salvation event. And you have to notice the scale here. The creator isn't just sending a text message, he is coming down himself, through all these layers of the cosmos, out of pure compassion, and he's bringing an army of 1,000 Buddhas with him. Just like that, the stage is set.
Now, let's flip the book over. If the front set the stage, the back is where they reveal the secret script, a hidden history that's designed to completely reframe everything you thought you knew. What this timeline does is establish a scale that's almost impossible to wrap your head around. We're pulled way out of normal human history and dropped into a 200-million-year-old plan to save the entire universe. And here's the punchline, right? Our world, our lives, right now. This is the stage for the final act of this whole cosmic epic.
And here's where the narrative introduces a core concept that just flips your sense of self completely upside down. It's this idea of your body as just human skin, a temporary vessel, kind of like a costume you're wearing. The implication is so powerful. Your physical body isn't who you really are. You are something much, much greater, just wearing a disguise for a mission.
So, this is the crucial point. This is the pivot. The story shifts from this huge impersonal history of the entire cosmos and focuses like a laser beam directly on you, the person holding the book. It stops being about them and suddenly becomes all about you.
Listen to the language here. After all the vicissitudes, all the struggles, the suffering, the trials of your life, this line frames you finding this book not as some random coincidence, but as the destined climax of every single hardship you've ever been through. It was all leading you to this exact moment.
And here it is, the promise of the awakening. The narrative is basically saying you have a forgotten divine origin story. You're not learning something new here. You're remembering who you've always been. See, the book isn't giving you an identity. It's just unlocking the one that was sealed away deep inside you all along. And boom, this is the moment of anointment. The story stops suggesting things and just starts declaring them. It talks right to you, not as a reader, not as a curious person, but as king. Can you imagine the psychological punch of that? If you're feeling lost or powerless, and suddenly you're told that all the secrets of the universe are about to be unlocked, specifically for you, because you are royalty.
So how does all this add up to enlightenment? Well, it really comes down to a simple three-part formula that offers you a completely new reality to step into. First, it explains why you suffer. It's not random or your fault. It's just the natural result of being in the universe's lowest realm with your true identity forgotten. Simple. Then, it gives you a divine identity. Hey, you're not some mere mortal. You are a king. And finally, it gives you a sacred mission. You are here on Earth to help the Creator save the entire cosmos. It's a complete psychological care package.
Ultimately, the real power of this narrative and its claim to creating enlightenment is its incredible ability to address those deep, fundamental human needs. It gives you a complete answer for why things are the way they are, who you really are, and what you're supposed to do. It takes all the chaos and confusion of life and transforms it into order and meaning.
And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. We've just taken apart one very specific narrative. But it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What about the stories we all live by? The ones we tell ourselves about our own lives, our own purpose, our own identity? What is it that makes any story powerful enough to literally become someone's reality? Thanks for joining me.